All clear given behind. Away they go from the 1400 metre marker. Lucky Miss taking a trail early on. Magical Flight, the black cap, first one to hit the turf running. Crazy Blues is around them in second. Between runners, Another Love, and towards the inside, Chelsea Flowers on the paint from the pole position draw. Emerald Princess is no more than 4.5 to 5 lengths off past the 1,000 zone. Conchita the Shadow Roll on the outside. Lucky Miss taking a bit of a tug towards the inside, joined by Flashy Katrina. Barring the first and second runners, they're all racing in pairs. And Magical Flight doing it her own way in front by 2 from Crazy Blues. Another Love and Chelsea Flower team up. So too Conchita and Emerald Princess. Flashy Katrina and Lucky Miss, the last 2 watch on. Homeward bound, 500 metres left to negotiate. Magical Flight in front, a length and a quarter. Crazy Blues. Lucky Miss trying to come forward. Flashy Katrina, Another Love. Emerald Princess now galvanised into action down the centre. Here's Emerald Princess now putting in a big stride at the 200 metre marker. Lucky Miss on the outside. Coming inside the 150. Emerald Princess, Chelsea Flower and Lucky Miss. But number 2, Emerald Princess is winner's box bound, and Muzi Yeni gets the luxury of glancing both ways, likes what he sees. Chelsea Flower, Lucky Miss, Magical Flight, back and forth. Coming down to the business end of affairs, number 2, Emerald Princess comes to KwaZulu-Natal and takes home the first prize. Muzi Yeni comes forward, looks both ways, glances both ways again, and he can now sit as still as a statue as they hit the post. Emerald Princess for the Paul Peters stable, the Bowers, Basils, Volshinks. Cirilla Stud. Chelsea Flowers second, Lucky Miss. Magical Flight had the pace. Barring the top 2, they were racing in pairs around the turn. And coming to the 300, Emerald Princess, Muzi Yeni hits the go button. Emerald Princess goes on by a length and a half. Lucky Miss is chasing on the right-hand side. You'll see Conchita, the yellow caps, running around behind. But it's all about number 2, Emerald Princess, coming down to the winning post. Victory number 4 for the daughter of Gimme the Green Light. Back to the studio.
Well, they say any present in horse racing is just wonderful when it's your birthday, when it's your Christmas, whatever it may be, an anniversary. And in the previous race with Mr. Palmer, we celebrated his birthday. And in this very race, we're celebrating Mr. and Mrs. Basil's wedding anniversary. And what a lovely present. And Gary said to me in the ring here, what a lovely end to the weekend. But we'll talk more to him about that and to see how long he's been married for, because he's still got a full head of hair, so he couldn't have been married for too long. But on a serious note, Mrs. Bauer and Mr. Volchink, well done to you. You raced this in partnership with the Basil family. Muzi Yeni's ridden for Paul Peter and Cirilla Stud. Let's not forget them. With me is Jackson, assistant trainer to Paul Peter up on the Highveld. He's also going to do duty for Monde Mande, who gets 1,000 Rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Well done there. Take the photographs there, Jackson. For Monde, on behalf of Monde, you represent him for 1,000 Rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and Gold Circle. Paul has decided to raid here today, and he sent you down to do duty for the yard. And this filly's really doing well, isn't she?
She is. She's been honest to us. She's got a heart. Firstly, I want to say well done to the owners, and thank you for the support. And well done to the boss. I'm sure he's watching back at home, and all the staff for hard work. They're doing an absolutely lekker job there, so we're happy. Thank you for the win.
Jackson, you got one more runner. I said to everybody that we had spoken to the stable and they'd travelled down well and you were coming down to be competitive. What are you expecting from your next runner?
You know what, he's doing well. He travelled well, he's eating well. He showed down very close, very close.
Lovely, Jackson. Congratulations, and to you and the whole team, well done.
Thank you very much, and well done to our pop and our sponsor. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jackson. Harper Paint, the sponsors, of course, they deserve their time. All sponsors, we need sponsors in racing, and we thank them. You've also got sponsors. Yes, Mr. Basil's anniversary. Isn't that just wonderful? What a lovely present you've given him, Muzi. Congratulations.
Yeah, they made the winner even more sweet. Just awesome to have him and his wife here. Obviously, this filly came in great condition, but she's just relished. She's just gone from strength to strength. in the parade ring. To me, a coat for a Joburg horse. She looked outstanding, just well trained by Mr. Peter and Tony. And yeah, she's just been on the roll, and I fancied her big time with the good draw. And I was a little bit worried. She doesn't come out well, so I'll try to bounce her out. Saddle got left at the back, thank God the breastplate was there. So I wasn't quite comfortable, and I wasn't quite sure of the pace. I thought I might be ahead of Keegan, but he seemed to hold his spot. But I was full of running. I turned for home. I could feel I had a lot of horse underneath me. I just had to bide my time, try and not get there too quickly.
I was going to say, you rode her nice and patiently up the lane because you could see you had horse and she was unwinding and unwinding. But when you asked her for business to be serious, she delivered instantly.
Yes, definitely. I got to say well done to Mr. Peter. He gave her this 8 weeks break. I thought it helped her. She was starting to not quicken up too quickly. She was starting to be a little bit sluggish. Today, the turn of foot was instinct. I could control the race very quickly.
Well done, congratulations, and long may the hits keep coming for you.
Thank you very much. I also want to thank Mr. Bao and his family. Well done to Mr. Polshek and to Paul Peter Racing. And don't want to leave anyone out, just a huge thank you.
Spot on. Well done, Muzi. Gives me great pleasure to introduce and to welcome Mr. and Mrs. Basil. Mrs. Basil tells us that she doesn't like to talk on the TV, but she doesn't have to. We're not going to force anybody to, but Gary will do the chatting, and it's a special day for you, your anniversary, and that's why I wanted Mr. and Mrs. Basil in. And as I said, tongue-in-cheek, just as a little bit of humour, you're not bald yet, so how many years have you been married now, Gary?
Warren, after such a fantastic weekend, now you want to get me in trouble. We're supposed to remember these things.
For a long, happy time. It's what a wonderful experience to have you in KwaZulu-Natal. I know you've been here over the weekend, and a fabulous win this filly's given you again.
I think she's a bit progressive, eh? We moved her to Paul. He's done an absolute magnificent job with her, him and Tony and the whole team. Jackson was here today. She was turned out impeccable. Her coat looked outstanding. And the way she just turned it on with the saddle slipping backwards the way it did, she wasn't great out the gate. But it is what it is. Thank goodness we're here to take home the bacon.
Now, as I said to the team, her last 2 wins have been good, but in a fairly bit weaker company. Today was a little stronger. And as you say, progressive, and just wonderful to see that she's stepping up to every question she's being asked.
My honest opinion still, and Paul is the guy that makes the decisions. I think as the going gets a little bit softer, as you can see, she's got a nice kick. She's got a couple of gears. And if you can sit on her, she's going to produce. And that's why Paul decided to bring her here today. And I think it paid off. He did a fantastic job, and I can't thank them enough what they've done with this filly. Really.
Mr. and Mrs. Basil, all the best to you for many more happy years of marriage. Thank you for supporting horse racing, and most importantly, thank you for coming up to Hollywoodbets Scottsville.
Warren, just one thing. I can't forget Auntie Lynn, Uncle Roland, my partners, Ferna Folskin, Dean and his wife, and Muzi for a great job. Thanks very much.
Lovely. Congratulations. Plenty of champagne in the pergola. Go and enjoy it. The replay's there.
Thank you.
Lovely. That's Mr. and Mrs. Basil that are here to celebrate their anniversary and their victory with Emerald Princess. And of course, the Bauer family and the Volching family, I'm sure, will be just as thrilled. And Cyrilla Stud, all at Cyrilla Stud, well done. Their horses are certainly making people stand up and take notice. Emerald Princess has won. That's race 6. Here's the replay. Races 7 and 8 still to come.